Troubling transactions coming from online trading platform Robinhood. In August, the Silicon Valley company laid off 23% of its staff on the heels of letting go another 9% in April. They're not alone, with cryptocurrency exchange platform Coinbase recently cutting around 1,100 staff and San Francisco tech company Sonder laying off about a fifth of their employees and on deck a third.
Definitely we worry a little bit. We saw layoff news from some companies. So, yeah, that's definitely a potential concern.
This woman works in the HR department of a Silicon Valley tech company.
I would say that that's slowly going to start to change as companies take a step back and start to look at what are the programs that they're running, where is their spend going to be most effective from a people perspective.
I think it's like recruitment, HR, and sort of marketing that are sort of more vulnerable, but I don't think anybody feels safe.
Sakar Bhatnagar is a software engineer for a mid-sized tech company.
Right now, all the layoffs and all that are mostly concentrated among startups, per se, like small-size companies, but there's generally some fear in the bigger tech companies as well, right? I mean, you've seen what Mark Zuckerberg has said, you've seen what Sundar Pichai has said about, like too many employees and people not being efficient enough.
Tech analyst Ray Wong says startups are facing increased pressure from venture capital investors to produce more with less.
Because the startups all have memos from their VCs about hunkering down, it's a recession, we need to preserve cash, we need to get to the next round. And a lot of that's driven by the fact that the stock market dropped severely. So the public market valuations versus the private market valuations were off by a lot. And so those had to get readjusted.
Big tech isn't immune either. In the past few months, Netflix laid off several hundred employees, while PayPal let go more than 80. In August, tech giant Apple reportedly laid off more than 100 recruitment contractors.
The post-pandemic bubble has actually come down, and we're now in the post-pandemic hangover. We have to be able to produce more sources of energy more cheaply. If we don't do that, then we're going to continue to see an inflation spiral. And that wage inflation that we saw, where a lot of companies were hiring during the middle of the pandemic at extremely high rates and wages, that will start to come down and taper as well.
Wong points out that quality engineers are still in high demand in Silicon Valley, even though for the first time in quite a while, many of them aren't feeling a great deal of security in their current roles. Mark News, CGTN, Mountain View, California.